What's going on, you guys? You're watching the Thrift Store Rundown, taking a bite out of Hollywood on a budget. The ocean and the beach. We have a love-hate relationship with it during the summertime. We love it because it's synonymous with summertime frolicking. And yet, we hate it because it's also synonymous with sharks! That also sums up how we feel about one of the most hyped about TV programming weeks of the entire year, Shark Week! It kicked off yesterday on the Discovery Channel, and you'll recall a while back I actually did do a video about sharks. This is Nature, 2 documentaries in one from that PBS television series. It's all about sharks. Although that wasn't tailored to Shark Week. This is, and so I bring you not only one of the quintessential summer blockbusters that made audiences afraid to go in the water, but also a review on a game based on a TV show about sharks of a different breed. We're talking Shark Tank, the game, bought for $2.49 and for 50% off, and the Jaws Universal Centennial Blu-ray DVD Digital Combo Pack, purchased for $1, tax exempt. 2 deals you can really sink your teeth into. So let's get underway. First up is Shark Tank the game. Y'all know, and I'm sure, adore the multi-Emmy award-winning conglomerate of a TV show on ABC from Mark Burnett and Sony Pictures Television. It has been condensed into a home game version from Carno Industries for players ages 8 and up, 2 to 4 of them. And I don't know why anybody 8 years old would understand the complexities of this game from first glance. But with more on the gameplay, once again, our good friends at TTPM Toy Reviews.
At the start of a round, one player draws a company card and reads aloud the name of the company and its description. These are real companies that have presented on Shark Tank. The other players, if interested, will wager their own money cards on that company. There are 2 rounds of bidding. First, you declare what you're willing to wager, and then you bid in secret. If you don't want to bid, play an I'm out card. The largest money offer wins the company card. After winning the company card, roll the die to determine the amount that the company is worth. Rolling a red, blue, or green means the company is worth either the red, blue, or green value listed on the company card. If you roll a blockbuster, you get the green value on the card and you get to draw a bonus money card. You also score an extra money card if the company you've won falls under your shark's category of expertise.
So let's open this up and see what we got. Only the strong will survive. I have never done anything Shark Tank related on TSR until today. So here we have the double-sided instruction and gameplay sheet. Very important to have handy at all times because this game is fairly complex. And all the components, which are still encased in their packaging. Components: 18 red, blue, and green chips, 125 money cards, 150 company cards, 1 die, 6 shark coasters, and 6 I'm out cards. Each player starts with $1 million in the dominations so below. 4 10K cards, 3 20K cards, 2 50K cards, 2 75K cards, 3 100K cards, 1 150K card, and 1 200K card. So we'll keep this off to the side and get everything out of here. I have my scissors handy. These are the company cards. Here's one example. You kick ass. Hard goods, children's products. You kick ass lets you be a superhero. Their site gives customers their own customized superhero action figure with a backstory. Hey, this is the Thrift Store Rundown. I didn't say we don't have a bite when it comes to reviewing stuff from Tinseltown. That's just one example. Here we have another group right here. Hold your haunches. Fashion technology. A fashion pant and legging with a shapewear liner. And another group of company cards right here. 3 in total. Lose 12 inches. Sports and branding. A workout program with computer software that teaches you how to exercise in your best heart rate zone, while also educating you on what to eat and even how to grocery shop properly. So those are your company cards, divided into 3 groups, still wrapped in this shrink wrap packaging. These are the money cards here, 75K, they're divided into 2 sections, 10K, and the rest in the instruction and gameplay sheet. So those are all intact. Here are the sock coasters, the coasters right here, and the chips. So let's just open this up. We don't need scissors for this. Alright. Now, we have here 6 sock coasters, one for each sock represented on Sock Tank, and their area of expertise. Areas of expertise, rather, because each sock covers 2 areas of expertise for the show and for the game. Damon John, fashion and branding. We have Robert Hugovic, technology and transportation. We have Kevin O'Leary, aka Mr. Wonderful, anything but it's all in good fun and all for motivation. Software and hard goods. We have Barbara Corcoran, food and children's products. We also have, for accessories and gadgets, Lori Grenier, the queen of QVC. How could she do double duty on prime time and daytime? I will never know. And finally, we have Mark Cuban, sports and media. Nearly every area of expertise I have covered here on the Thrift Store Rundown, so it seems like even though I've never ever watched Sock Tank in its entirety, I've only caught snippets of it. But despite that, I was destined to buy this game and make it mine. I dream of starting my own business when I become older. I thrive in pressure-filled situations, no nervous sweating. I always think of creative ways to improve everyday life. And when it comes to getting my own way, I can persuade anyone. Which means I belong on Sock Tank. Come to think of it, I won't do any bad on Sock Tank. I love Wipeout. I don't care much for Project Runway, but being on Sock Tank, that would be awesome. So I think I'm quite smitten with this already. And once again, here are these sock chips. Awesome to have around. These are indeed real companies, by the way, that have pitched their ideas on the show. However, this is kind of misleading. You see this legend right here? The green dollar sign and the blockbuster sign would indicate high range values, while the blue dollar sign and the red cent sign indicate medium to low range values. That could be a bit misleading for plenty of these company cards, as indicated on the back, because it says here the polar opposite. For Hold Your Haunches, for example, the green, which is 15K, would be in the low range, 55K would be medium, and 151K would be high. So, in some instances, disregard this, but never disregard the blockbuster sign here when you get to the die, because that means, according to the gameplay, I have it here on my left hand, the player is awarded the green value on the card and a bonus draw from the money deck if you roll a die and it lands on blockbuster. And that blockbuster sign would be right here. So, in some instances, pay attention to the company cards on the back, not the legend here. Anyway, this is a fairly complex game to play, so I don't get why 8-year-olds would be willing to play this. They have a better chance of winning Kids Jeopardy, but hey, all the more power to them. I don't discriminate against age around here. I just go by the age limits that are set here by the game, and the game distributor and manufacturer, which in this case is Cardinal Industries. So, we'll put this back. Are you in or out? Now you get to be the stock. Bid on companies that match your specialties and roll to see the return on your investment. Choose carefully and you can beat out the other stocks for top earnings. So are you in or out? Again, the person with the highest net worth towards the end of the game, the 6 rounds and 6 pitches, wins. So that is Sock Tank the game. Now we move on to Jaws, the 1972 Steven Spielberg helmed blockbuster that defined blockbusters and would do so for many decades to come. Now this is very special. As I said, and as you see, this is the Universal Centennial Blu-ray DVD digital copy pack that once again I got for $1. The cover actually opens so you can learn more about Universal's Centennial Restoration Project on so many of their celebrated films. From its beginnings in 1912, Universal Pictures has been committed to entertaining audiences worldwide. In celebration of our first 100 years, we proudly present a selection of our most unforgettable movies. Jaws is considered one of the greatest films of all time, and is often credited with being the first summer blockbuster, Steven Spielberg's breakthrough movie. It solidified his relationship with Universal, his relationship with John Williams in particular, his second film that he scored for Spielberg after the Sugarland Express. It won 3 Academy Awards, including original score for said awesome titan of film music, John Williams, spawned 3 sequels, 2 video games, 2 musicals, 2 theme park rides, and ranks as one of the top grossing films in Universal history. A look inside. Concerned over being typecast as an exploitation director, Steven Spielberg briefly considered making the musical Lucky Lady before fully committing to Jaws. The film's most famous line, "You're gonna need a bigger boat," was improvised by Roy Scheider. And you know what? Speaking of musicals, very soon Steven Spielberg will be adapting Sharks of Another Breed. He will be adapting West Side Story right here in Patterson. The reboot will be filming for 10 days in August, right here in Patterson, with some musical and dance numbers being filmed very close to where I live and where I film these videos. Universal at a glance at 1975. Earthquake receiving an Academy Award for Best Sound, a Special Achievement Oscar for Visual Effects, and Scientific Academy Award for the development of Sensurround. Why Jaws did not earn an Oscar for visual effects, I will never know. Universal releases Clint Eastwood's The Eiger Sanction, inspiring the Ice Tunnel attraction on the Universal Studio Tour. So this is Jaws, 6/20/75. That is June 20th, 1975. And down the line you see a list of other Universal films released during the early 60s, late 70s, like The Birds from Alfred Hitchcock, Airport, that's smart satire, Jesus Christ Superstar, The Sting, and Smokey and the Bandit, and National Lampoon's Animal House. So Universal has a lot of pride in their 100 years of films. Digitally remastered and fully restored from high-resolution 35mm original film elements, the film that still makes audiences afraid to go in the water. Directed by Academy Award winner Steven Spielberg, Jaws set the standard for edge-of-your-seat suspense, quickly becoming a cultural phenomenon and forever changing the movie industry. When the seaside community of Amity finds itself under attack by a dangerous great white shark, the town's chief of police, Roy Scheider, a young marine biologist, Richard Dreyfuss, and a grizzled shark hunter, Robert Shaw, embark on a desperate quest to destroy the beast before it strikes again. Featuring an unforgettable, and as I've mentioned again, Oscar-winning score, plus BAFTA and Golden Globe and Grammy-winning score that evokes pure terror, Jaws remains one of the most influential and gripping adventures in motion picture history. Perfect high-def picture, all new 7.1 audio, as was the standard with Blu-ray. This will mark the very first Blu-ray I've ever purchased in my life, and actually the very first Blu-ray purchase I ever did for the Thrift Store Rundown initially. These are the Blu-ray exclusives. The Shark is Still Working, The Impact and Legacy of Jaws. This is actually a fan-made documentary. It's feature-length and it features never-before-seen footage and interviews with cast and crew, including Steven Spielberg, Richard Dreyfuss, and Roy Scheider. Some additional elements would work if you have BD Live and Pocket Blue app for your phone. These are the bonus features, Blu-ray or otherwise. The making of Jaws, the restoration of Jaws, deleted scenes and outtakes from the set, an insider's look at life on the set of Jaws, storyboards, production photos, marketing Jaws, the phenomenon Jaws, and the original theatrical trailer. The restoration of Jaws, by the way, was painstaking yet incredibly rewarding for those who picked this up.
Universal definitely has an intense commitment to preservation and restoration of its film library. The restoration of Jaws is a tremendous responsibility.
Centennial Project is Universal Pictures' 100th anniversary. We are releasing 100 of our titles. 13 of our classic titles are being fully restored on a film level.
In the case of Jaws, this is history, culture.
Hold up! What's exciting about this digital age where we're able to restore these movies, we can bring these classic movies back to life in a way that makes them more vivid than even we remember them when we went to the cinema to see them.
The full restoration featurette can be found in the link below. This is rated PG, and this is also the digital copy with an ultraviolet code. By the way, Ultraviolet went out of business a couple of days ago. I was actually an ultraviolet subscriber, so there's that. We have the DVD and Blu-ray disc here, although we do not have a Blu-ray player. Let me tell you a funny story really quickly. I actually bought a Blu-ray player, a 3D Blu-ray player at that, for Mother, because I had the money to splurge and it was under 20 bucks, which means it would be a really historic purchase for this channel. Unfortunately, Mother is such a stickler. She said, don't buy it unless you test it, and in this case, she was a little bit inebriated and begged the store to have me return that Blu-ray player and give me store credit. So that was humiliating. She thought it wouldn't work. I didn't test it, so let that be a lesson to you. Always test electronics before you purchase them second hand. So we don't have a Blu-ray player, but we do have a DVD player now that actually works. And inside of this, you also get a really cool pamphlet. Again, this is the ultraviolet code, which is extinct because, well, it expired and ultraviolet is now out of business. There's also a promo for the Jaws Revenge phone game, the official movie game that you can get on the Apple App Store. 100 years of Universal's instant reward code. You've already won one of hundreds of prizes, including HD TVs, Blu-ray players, laptops, theme park tickets, or an exclusive discount, plus a chance to win $1 million. Of course, what did I win? I will never know. This is obviously expired. This also has an ad for Universal Studios Hollywood celebrating a centennial of movie making with their studio tour. An ad for a ton of classic movies. And of course, as I showed you before to kick off the show, a promo for Shark Week's 25th anniversary on the Discovery Channel. A couple of years from now, Shark Week will enter its 30th anniversary. So, what serious staying power Shark Week has. We all love and hate sharks. That is why we've done this review of the DVD and Shark Tank the game. I haven't seen Jaws yet, so I can't really rate it, but I can assure you that with this type of staying power, with the audience that it has, and the cult following that it has, I am assured that it is going to be fabulous viewing for summertime or any time. As for Shark Tank the game, however, although it's not really exciting to play it without watching the show first, if you take on some of the personas of the sharks themselves, then you're also in for quite a treat. And that's why I'm giving that 4 out of 5 claps. Jaws will be left unrated until I watch it, but I really can't wait to. One thing is for certain, with either of these two items you see before you, you are in for quite a good deal you can really sink your teeth into. Just make sure you don't play this or watch this near a large body of water. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Until next time, I'm out.